Everybody, welcome to another CYT-Crypto. My name is Stephen Aitchison. Now, I know this is the second video I've done in a day. That's because I've got some time off in the business, so I've been looking at doing more videos. So I'll just post this today as well, because I'm meant to be going away on Sunday. Hopefully I should be over in Prague on Sunday. So I'm going to try and get in as much as possible. But I wanted to show you about day trading Neblio. I think Neblio. I've done another video on TRX, on Tron, about day trading Tron. And this is another one I like to kind of day trade as well, and just try and get as much BTC as possible, or Satoshis as possible. So I'm going to show you kind of what I do here, and how to look for the signals. Now, I've got signals here. I'm using Coinigy just now. I've got the signals here as the moving average is 4 days, 9 days, and 100 days. So the 100 days is the red line, and 4 days is the green line, and the orange line is the 9-day one. And I just day trade extremely simply. I don't kind of look at too much. I look at the RSI, look at the volume, and look at the moving averages as well. And what I do with Neblio is I kind of trade. I look at the hour chart, or kind of look at the day chart first of all. So look at the day chart, and we can see with Neblio it's actually looking quite good. You can see here, long wick here on the day candle, but it's still up. It's still good. It's looking good there, and it kind of went up to about 19,000 or 193,000 Satoshi. But then we look at the hour chart, because we're kind of day trading. Sometimes I leave it for a week or so, but sometimes it can jump right up in one day because it's only got 12 million supply, or circulating supply. It can jump right up. So this is for Binance, and it's a BTC price. We can see here it's 141,000 Satoshi just now. And you can see the green line is just about to cross the 9-day moving average, or smooth moving average. And so what I like to do to get a price to get in is I'll look at the 15-minute chart. I'll go to the 15-minute chart. And here would have been the price I got in 138,183 Satoshi. And you can see that was a good price to get in on the 15-minute chart. And I'm just hoping on the hour chart that the 4-day crosses the 9-day in the next hour. Hopefully that should be in the next 8 minutes or so, that'll actually cross. And that would have been a buy signal for me as well. But I use the kind of 15-minute chart to get in. Now, we'll see Neblio. We'll just look at. The only thing wrong with Neblio on Binance is it's not hugely liquid. So if you're looking to buy 3,000 or so, it's going to be quite difficult, because if you see here, these are all the kind of people selling at this price. So if I wanted to buy 3,000, I would have to kind of look at this and say, okay, I'll have to go all the way up to maybe 4421. What's the price just now? 1538, and 4421 would be 1567. It doesn't sound like a big difference, but when you're buying quite a lot, it does make a difference. So the last trade I done in Neblio, I've kind of got an open order there. So I want to sell it at 18,702. And the last trade I done was at 14. Where was it? 14,173 and 13,997, because I seen that as the ideal price to get in. That was just when it crossed over on the 15-minute chart. We'll just see here again. So it crossed over here. There was a candle there that gave me confirmation. So I got on around 14,000. Where was it? Around 14,000 here. So there's a lot of kind of confirmation candles for me, so I thought, okay, now's the time to get in. And what I'm looking to do is trade big. So trade with like 4 Bitcoin. With this as well, I trade with 4 Bitcoin. Well, I was trading in 4 Bitcoin with Tron as well. But I also do that with Neblio, because it can jump up really, really quickly. And when you kind of trade with that amount, or you could just jump down there. 141540. Just see that. Yeah, it's still looking good. So kind of nearly in profit just now. Yeah, I'll be in profit just now. So with this, as I said, it's not that liquid on Binance. So with this, I kind of trade big with 4BTC. So what I'm looking to do with Neblio, I'm looking to get 20,000 Satoshi in profit. So if I bought 3,000 Neblio, get 20,000 Satoshi, that's 60 million, which is 0.6 Bitcoin. So it only needs to go up by not that much, to be honest. So it's 14,176 or 14,161. So if we went up to 16,161, that's me got 0.6 of a Bitcoin, which is about $6,500. So that would be a good trade. But if we went up to 18,000, then we've got 1.2, 1.3 Bitcoin, which is about $13,000, $14,000. So that would be a good trade from that point of view. And it's not going to take that much to move it as well, Neblio. You've seen sometimes in the past, if you've been following Neblio, it jumps up really, really quickly. So that's the good thing about Neblio. The only downside I don't like is that it's not that liquid, as I said. If you're buying 3,000-4,000, you have to kind of pay a little bit extra, but sometimes it's worth it, and it's been worth it for me in the past as well. And this is why it's important to look at the charts to get it right. If you're day trading, and if you've got time to do it, you've got to kind of really look at the charts and see when the when it crosses over from the 4-day over the 9-day. Now you can use the 7-day and the 25-day and the 100 for the moving averages. I just used 4 and 9. But we can change that to 7 and 25. That's a kind of standard. And see what it looks like then. 7, 25. So if we'd done the 7 and 25, it would have crossed over round about the same, 14,000. Not quite as low as the 13,800. It's not 13,000, 139,000 we'd have bought there. But I like to do the 4 and 9. And it's working well for me so far. And if you keep it really simple, if you are day trading, I don't trade a lot, to be honest. I like to buy and hold. But if you are kind of day trading, keep it really, really simple and just look at kind of RSI, the volume, and the moving averages. That's all you really need to look at if you're day trading. And be strict with yourself. So if you've got a kind of system that you use, so if you're looking at the 15-minute chart and you're day trading, be strict with that. Don't go down to the 5-minute chart hoping to get in earlier. If we went down to the 5-minute chart, we'd have got in a couple of Satoshis below. But look at the 15-minute chart first as a point of entry. But overall, look at the hour chart and that'll give you more of an idea. And that's just about touching here. We'll see what it moves up to in the next 2 minutes. That should just cross, and that will be a definite buy signal from me. And where are we looking just now? 14,210, 14,118, so there's not that much of a difference either. And the kind of buy and sell price. If I was to cancel that here just now, if I was to sell at 14,190, got to 100%, we get 4.12, which is kind of what I bought it for, 4.11 Bitcoin. But I'm looking to go 18, 7, we'll go 699. So that'd be a profit of 1.3 Bitcoin. And that won't take long to get up there. If we're going for 18. So, and it's not inconceivable that that's going to happen either. If we look at the kind of chart, look at the day chart, see where it's been before. So this is where 18 is. So it looks like a blip on the kind of chart. And the reason I'm kind of looking at 18 or 180, I keep saying 18, 183,000 Satoshi is because that's been a kind of level on the day chart that it's kind of bounced back down from. So you can see it reached that, then it kind of bounced back down. Reached it again, it went up to as high as 191,000 Satoshi and came back down again. So that's why I've kind of chosen 18 as a sell point. I put an automatic sell in there. And that's all we're looking at. And we can look at these charts just to see what's good for kind of day trading. And just use the moving averages. I think that's a really good kind of strategy. If we see the moving averages, even if we look at it on Binance, You can see the moving average here was 138,000 Satoshi. It crossed over, so that would have been a good buying point. So what we can do to find the other trades like this, first of all we need to look at the volume. So look at the volume, it has to be liquid. Tron is highly liquid, that's one of the best ones to trade. Encash, very liquid just now as well. What's that doing? That's just kind of crossed over. Actually 328, but it's come back down here. Yeah, it's come back down. That's on a 15-minute chart, so I wouldn't actually trade that. Ethereum, that's kind of going up and down just now as you expect. And Nano actually would be a good one. It's just crossed over the 99-day. So that'd be a good one to kind of trade as well and get in on that. If we look at that on the day chart. Actually that's kind of near a high just now, so I probably wouldn't do that, to be honest. So we'll just go through a couple of them. Nope. VeChain, I wouldn't trade that just now. Neo, no, that's kind of dropping, that's kind of high as well. BNB, nope. So you just go down this list. ADA is actually a good one to trade. So Cardano, because of the price action over the last few weeks, might actually be a good one to trade. So we'll look at Cardano, ADA, and we'll go for Binance, we'll go BTC, and we'll see what that looks like on the charts. So the 1-day chart, for me, I like the falling prices because I know it's going to come back up at some point, especially with a coin like Cardano. So then we go down to the hour chart. Our chart, so it's coming down here. It was coming slightly back up where the 4-day is meeting the 9-day. It's looking to meet the 9-day. The RSI, it's around about 41. That's looking good as well. And the volume's not that high, to be honest. It's not that high, but we'll look at the 15-minute chart. So it's just crossed over. So for me, that would be a good indication for me to get in if I was going to trade this. And what we're looking like for ADA. Is it liquid? So if we put 4 Bitcoin into ADA, 151,000, we could buy that up at 2651. We'd have to go to 2660, which is not that bad. So 29 cents, 2660 would be 29, so we're still within. So we could really buy that. Even 2672. So it is liquid enough. $149,000, so we could buy that quite easily. So ADA might be a good day trade just now to start looking at that, even maybe for the longer term as well, because it looks as if it's just about to bounce here. On the 15-minute chart, it's crossed over. The hour chart, it looks as if it's coming back up, so it's been steadily going down at 32,000 Satoshi. It's now at 26,000 Satoshi. So that might actually be a good one to get in on. ADA, Cardano. So all the signals are there. Volume slightly up over the last week or so. So that's it. I'll just go back to kind of Neblio. See where that's sitting at just now. Yeah, so this is the hour chart, so it's just crossed over. Just kind of touching there just now. For me, that's a definite buy signal, and it looks as if it's going to go back up. If we can get that back up to 18 or something, that would be a really good trade. But remember, we're looking to get as much Bitcoin as possible. And when we do these kind of trades, we look at getting in and getting out as quickly as possible. We see this is obviously swing trading, but we see a good kind of entry point using the 50-minute chart. Get in and get out as quick as possible. Okay, that's it for this video. If you like and subscribe to this video and hit the notifications button as well, and I'll send out a kind of notification when I do a new video as well. Okay, until next time, namaste. Take care. Bye now.